What's up, guys? Today is going to be a wild ride. We're diving deep into the Season 12 PTR news, checking out the massive Diablo 30th anniversary celebrations, and most importantly, we're breaking down the leaks about the new Blood Mage class. There is so much to cover, so let's get right into it. Alright, Blizzard has finally laid their cards on the table and released the patch notes for PTR version 2.6. If you're itching to get your hands on this bloody carnage yourself, mark your calendars. The PTR kicks off on February 3rd and runs for exactly 1 week, ending on February 10th. It's a shorter window than we're used to, but there's a reason for that. This season is more focused and is essentially setting the stage for the massive Lord of Hatred expansion coming in late April. If you're playing on PC via Battle.net or Game Pass, just switch your game version to Public Test Realm in the launcher and start downloading. And here's a pro tip. As soon as you get to Killstreak, look for an NPC named Cloud. He'll boost your levels and hand out gear so you can jump straight into the action. The first major addition is the Killstreak System. Blizzard decided to reward us for playing like absolute madmen. As soon as you start mowing down demons at a fast pace, a counter kicks in. There are 5 tiers: Carnage, Devastation, Bloodbath, and it all peaks at Massacre. The higher the tier, the more XP and seasonal reputation you earn at the end. It's simple, but damn, it's addictive. Either you keep killing or your bonus dies with you. Now for the main event, Bloodied items. This isn't just cosmetic, it's a new gear quality that can proc on anything, even ancestral items. Their power scales directly with your kill streak. We've got 3 categories of affixes here. Rampage, which grants you power and speed based on your current tier. Feast, which can do things like reset your cooldowns every 40 kills. And Hunger, which tweaks your drops, like getting more runes from elites. And let me ask you, items soaked in blood? Bloody feasts? If this isn't a setup for the Blood Mage, I don't know what is. If you're looking for a challenge, Blizzard added Bloodied Sigils. Available from Torment 1 and up, these turn dungeons into a literal, living hell. Every sigil has one specific affix: Relentless Butcher. Yes, the Butcher will hunt you constantly. If you kill him, he just respawns and comes right back for more. It's basically a horror game inside Diablo, but the reward is worth the heart attack. Bloodied items are a guaranteed drop in these dungeons. A few interesting uniques have been added to the mix too. There's the Blood Mad Idol, an all-class amulet that puts you into permanent berserking, but at the cost of being constantly on fire. Then there's the Wendigo Brand Ring, which synergizes perfectly with the new system. Every 15 kills boosts your damage and max life, and for the solo players, the Rust-Bitten Dirk provides up to a 100% damage bonus against isolated enemies. The theory. Honestly, the whole PTR 2.6 feels like one big stress test for mechanics that would normally belong to a brand new class. This emphasis on blood, stacking kills, and the hunger for Massacre is just too obvious to be a coincidence. Blizzard is subtly teaching us how to play as a Blood Mage before they've even officially announced it. Now, here's the most interesting technical change that will completely shift high-end group play. Those new Bloodied items aren't just for selfish damage chasing. Blizzard has hidden affixes in them that, for the first time in D4 history, actually support viable support builds. We're seeing affixes like Bloodlink, which shares a portion of your kill streak bonuses with the whole party, or special hunger affixes that drop blood orbs to boost attack speed for everyone nearby. Combined with the new ranking in the tower, this means one thing: the meta is changing. It won't just be 4 people doing the same thing anymore. For the top spots in group play, having one player dedicated to blood support will be key. They'll use Bloodied items to control the battlefield, generate buffs, and keep the group's kill streak at max while the others pump out damage. It's essentially a silent confirmation that the new class, whether it's a Blood Mage or something else, will have a strong support branch in its talent tree. Blizzard is giving us these support mechanics now in the PTR to get us used to the fact that in Lord of Hatred, solo play won't be the only path to the top of the leaderboards. Hold on to your hats, because on February 11th, 2026, Sanctuary is gonna shake. Blizzard is planning the Diablo 30th anniversary spotlight. It's a massive stream, concluding the 35th anniversary celebrations of the company. Set your alarms for 11 p.m. and trust me, you don't want to miss this. This is the moment where speculation finally becomes reality. The headliner of the night will be the official reveal of the second new class for the Lord of Hatred expansion. While we're already running around as paladins in Season 11 thanks to pre-orders, the second character has remained a mystery, but all the leaks and concept art point toward dark magic. Names like Warlock or Oracle are being tossed around, but after what we've seen in the PTR, everything points to one thing: someone who commands blood. On February 11th, we'll finally find out if the Blood Knight is returning to Sanctuary, or if we're seeing a completely new Blood Mage. Beyond the new class, we're finally getting a deep dive into the Skovos Isles. This new region, inspired by ancient Greece and home to the legendary Amazons, will be our battlefield against Mephisto. Blizzard is promising a deeper look at the lore and the mechanics waiting for us in this tropical but deadly zone. The expansion drops on April 28th, so it's high time they showed some real gameplay. Just a reminder of what's already confirmed. The level cap is rising to 70. We're getting a complete skill tree rework for all existing classes to keep up with the Paladin's pace, and most importantly, the official loot filter is finally arriving. Yes, after 3 years, Blizzard has shown mercy, and will stop spending more time sorting our inventory than killing demons. And since we're celebrating 30 years of the franchise, there's a special in-game event coming. Rumor has it that iconic bosses from Diablo 2 will return directly to D4. On top of that, we'll get the first hard details on Season 12, which should kick off around March 10th. You can catch the stream on Twitch or YouTube. Pro tip, if you link your Battle.net account to Twitch and watch for at least 30 minutes, you'll get an exclusive cosmetic drop. So, I'll see you in the chat on February 11th at 11 p.m. And now for the most important part. Where did these leaks even come from? The image you're seeing first appeared on the Chinese forum nga.cn. For those who don't know, this forum is legendary in the Diablo community. It's exactly where the Spiritborn leak appeared way ahead of time, and it turned out to be spot on. Chinese leakers clearly have close access to internal test files, and are rarely wrong. So, when they pull out a character with dark magic and blood, people pay attention. There was a lot of talk about the Amazon returning, especially with us heading to Skovos Isles. But let's be real. We have the Spiritborn. That class is essentially a spiritual Amazon. It has the spears, the agility, and the connection to nature. Adding a classic Amazon now wouldn't make much sense from a gameplay perspective. Blizzard needs something new, something edgy that's currently missing from Diablo 4, and that brings us back to Blood. Blizzard already tested this path in Diablo Immortal. Their Blood Knight was a massive success. It had that cool factor players wanted, a visually dark, mechanically unique class that stands out from the standard RPG lineup. They already have the pattern in Immortal, they've tested what people like, and by all accounts, they're bringing that concept into the adult version of the game. Just expect it to be even more brutal and ritualistic in D4. Whether we call it a Blood Mage or a Blood Knight, the core is the same. And if you're still doubting, just look at what we discussed regarding the S12 PTR. All those bloodied items, the feast mechanic, the focus on stacking kills. It's not an accident. Blizzard is constantly shoving blood in our faces. It feels like one big tutorial for the mechanics this new class will bring. It all fits together. On February 11th, we'll see if this Chinese prophecy comes true again, but I definitely put my money on it. Alright, that's all for today. To wrap it up, Season 12 looks like a tasty, bloody appetizer. Basically a short filler to keep us alive before we storm the new expansion in April. But honestly, if having a Relentless butcher on our backs and items soaked in blood makes the wait easier, I'm not complaining. Huge thanks to everyone who watched this far. If you enjoyed these updates, don't forget to subscribe and hit that thumbs up so you don't miss the big February reveal. I'll be there to cover it as soon as it drops. Take care, good hunting, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.